Hi everybody, welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor with Dr. Phil and Ethos. We got a lot to talk about today. Certainly nothing of great cultural weight, and again, the disclaimer, read a book, exercise, etc., etc. But you're still here after that, it's on you. We'll pick up where we left off. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I need to get a horse, first and foremost. I noticed that I'm just traipsing around on foot like it's Fallout or something. Swayback Sumter. Shit, these choices are ass. Damn, Dr. Phil, how did we get to this point? What brought us to this sad pass? How did it come to this, Rohirrim? Yeah, I've got to have some kind of horse, even if it's the shitty one. Let's just get it. Let's get the Dollar General horse. Well, James, sometimes you gotta make hard choices and settle in life as a temporary measure. Ooh, I do not want any bit of that. Dread Legion marauding around. What is that? Snake worshippers? Oh, I can help him. Let's do some good, Dr. Phil. How was your weekend, Dr. Phil? Well, went and helped. Did a little pro bono work at the trailer park, and that was basically the highlight. Watched some football. The Titans did real good. I'm real proud of them. They're coming around. I gotta say, I'm impressed with Tennessee. We'll see how that pans out. Oh, damn, he is. That didn't kill him. He ate his Wheaties. Oh shit, Dr. Phil. Gotta work on those reaction times. Watch the quarterback's eyes, James. Ah, we got him. Good, Dr. Phil. Who is this? Another Serpentor bitch? Okay. I watched this documentary over the weekend. I've been waiting to talk about this because my wife hasn't watched it. She had zero interest in fucking watching it. It's called Wild Wild Country. It's this documentary on Netflix, and holy shit, it is. I had some rolling off the couch from laughter moments, which is probably not what it was designed for. It's supposed to be this kind of shocking documentary about when this cult in the early 80s arrived in kind of central northern Oregon near the Dallas, which you might remember from Oregon Trail fame, where many of us died crossing the fucking river. And anyways, yeah, it was the Snake River. That one was the bitch. But they took over this little town and whatnot. But the head guy is like this guru from India. And when the first time he comes on screen, I could tell right away, it's like, this motherfucker is getting paid and he is getting ass. That's exact. And I fucking called it, man, right from the fucking get-go. But man, you want to see like malignant narcissist personality on display? Check out like that spokesman bitch for the cult and all the mental fucking gymnastics. And like the lawyer guy, this was like some hotshot fucking LA lawyer that gave it all up. Mr. Type A, top of the world, fucking cutthroat lawyer in probably corporate setting, goes to India, and then like the amount of like hoops he jumped through and all the sophistry and everything, and like they're still defending this son of a bitch to this day, even though like of course like all the big cults, it imploded in the just a big shit show of drugs and orgies. Oh, and not to mention all the fucking the poisoning shit that even Putin would be like, hey, that is not a bad plan. I will use the salad bars. I mean, it was interesting, but there's one moment where I want to say it was a young Christopher Hitchens was actually the reporter. Either him or his brother. It's hard to tell them apart when they're young and have all their hair. But they had done an undercover report on this group when they were in India. And the footage they show when they go into like this like spastic, orgiastic fit. I mean, I've seen some pretty wild shit in Pentecostal churches, talking about speaking in tongues, waving hands. No snakes in the aisle. But I don't even know if snakes in the aisle I think that would be like that would just top it off. Then maybe they would ascend to the big star in the sky, the C-47s, and go meet Xeno or whatever the fuck, if they threw the snakes in with the orgiastic spasming. But I mean, it was, I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so fucking hard. But again, that's people's like, James, why are you so, you've got a shit attitude. You're real skeptical and cynical and irreverent. It's because I grew up around shit like that, all right? And it just, maybe that was part of it. It brought back memories. Yes, memories of the trashy upbringing. Roderick, stay the fuck out of this, all right? No, Roderick, you're welcome to share. I think, you've had some serious trauma in the past. Perhaps James's own misdeeds bled into your psyche, hence your fixation on Argonian correction, it is not auto, you are not doing it yourself, it is Argonian erotic asphyxiation, which with other consenting adults is acceptable, but we still need to examine the root cause. Fuck off, quack, I do not talk to you. Roderick, that's not a very healthy approach to your mental well-being. You gotta be more forward-thinking, man. Fuck off. Well, that's a shame. Oh, God. Yeah, wild, wild country. Lots of fun. It does kind of make me want to visit. I've never been in that part of Oregon. Some of the landscapes and stuff are real pretty. I like that. That kind of setting, high desert and mountains and whatnot. Looks cool. Oh, that's sexy. Dr. Phil. Oof. God, we're so broke. We are just we are seeing how the other half lives, Dr. Phil. We are definitely like, I thought of Al, because they do this scheme where they were trying to boost their numbers to manipulate the vote, and so they basically sent buses around, I couldn't make this shit up, to towns in the country, and they were like, just get all the homeless you can get, any hobos, doesn't matter if they're violent or have drug problems or are out of their goddamn minds, pack the buses full of these fucking hobos, bring them to this fucking place, and of course, a lot of them are fucking sane, and so they stop losing control over them. And so what does this fucking cult do? They're like, well, we had problems with the homeless population, so we just decided to sedate them. And they put fucking barbiturates or something in beer and give it to the fucking hobos. They sedate the fucking hobos in mass. I'm talking fucking thousands of them, alright? It's not just a couple guys. Shitloads sedated to the fucking gills. Part of me's that's evil as fuck, but part of me's God damn it, that's so, I just have to marvel at the evil, the sheer commitment to the scheme. It's God damn, man. And of course, eventually they got tired of them. They're you are not, you are expelled, or whatever the fuck the head lady said. God, she was such a bitch. And just totally, as soon as the tables turn, oh, she's a victim and all this other shit. I mean, God, and I know you've seen those kind of people. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Just total narcissistic bitch. And what's really great is when they have this falling out, and then it's the two insane egomaniacs go at each other, and oh, that's when the rails totally come off. It's great. I was I don't give a fuck about it. I'm sorry. It was too engrossing. And if you watch it yourself, you'll understand. Because you can't look away. Especially when you see, again, the undercover orgy shit. It's okay, I think I'm going to tune in for the rest of this. Roderick's oh yes, I would become member of the faithful. I would descend to the rank. Roderick, you probably would run the fucking cult. You'd probably be the goddamn guru. And this motherfucker, I mean, it was genius. And he had 20 fucking Rolls Royces. He had diamond, $1 million watch or some shit, or 100,000. It was, it was something well beyond, even a pretty high level rapper is going to be nope, that's outside my price range. I mean, it was just nuts. He was almost like Saudi prince level, or at least that's the level of ostentation. I feel I'm being left out of this discussion, James. You know, Dr. Phil, I need a break sometimes from you. Well, that's a hurtful thing to say. Those people just needed some counseling. What they should have done? Because these motherfuckers poison food with salmonella. Like public, several public places. It was a deliberate conspiracy to poison large numbers of people. They should have poisoned the fucking perpetrators over and over again with that shit. Because I had salmonella as a fucking kid. Shit almost killed me. That's some fucking heinous shit. Not exactly a pleasant experience. Tell me about that, James. Well, Dr. Phil, I almost died. It was during the first Gulf War. I was in the hospital. I did get a bucket of green soldiers out of the deal. And so there was that. That was the main thing I remember. Gulf War, I got some toy soldiers. And my tough grandma gave me a book on Greek mythology. It was edited, though. Obviously, it left out. I love that. Like, it wasn't until later. It's funny how they present Greek mythology, and I always loved it in school. But it's like, yeah, they leave out like Hercules murdering his family and other shit. And all the castration and all that shit. And of course, let's just say, I think Zeus would be on the sex offender registry if we're getting technical. Jesus, he would. They need a Me Too moment for Zeus. Oh my God, that'd be a good SNL or something skit if they actually did funny shit anymore. But Zeus the Swan. Oof, God, why can't we start a cult, Dr. Phil? And and I joke about, I'll admit though, the whole time I was watching that, part of me was like, that's what you get, Oregon, for being Oregon. But I was like, you know what? That cult just kind of randomly picked them. They didn't grow that cult. Where I live, we have our own homegrown cult, the Church of Wells. It's in this neighborhood, all right, without being too specific, and holy shit, they're pretty crazy. They're not quite that level of crazy, but they're living out there in the fucking woods in cabins, and they're probably doing some weird sex shit, all right? And I'm not saying that. Look, I'm no fucking prude, all right? This is the guy that wrote Roderick Redbeard and Bobby Bass, all right? I'm not uptight about this shit. Consenting adults, do whatever the fuck you want. But what inevitably happens, they get this weird fucking, hierarchy thing going, and it's like the dudes, the top few guys at the top of the fucking hierarchy are banging like 50 chicks at a time. They're like Reverend Hitchens in New Vegas Killer. It's almost every time. Now, there's some exceptions, but that generally holds true. Like that group they busted up, I don't know if it was in West Texas or in Utah a few years ago. Lots of freaky sex shit, keeping girls in cages or whatever the fuck. Yep, you do that shit, FBI's gonna come fucking knocking on your door. Town of, they've got Keith Sweat knocking on their door. I still remember that. He comes on the radio. I've got this old kind of, my theory is that this station, it's like some rich guy finances it, because all they do is play like kind of old R&B, but they play the same shit over and over again, and they don't really play ads. And when they do have a DJ on, it's one guy in his apartment on Saturday night who's promoting like a local rapper. And you can't understand anything he's saying because it sounds like he's talking into like a, like he got a can with a string on it. And I'm not mad because they play a lot of good old R&B stuff I grew up on. The 90s music that probably a lot of y'all were conceived to. I'm sure you want to know that. Yeah, Keith Sweat, Blackstreet, Usher, all that shit. Yeah. Get that militia. Get those hunters. Dr. Phil. And anyways, Dr. Phil, coincidentally enough, we're doing 6 shades of Kevin Bacon here, connecting stuff, but Dr. Phil had a whole report on Church of Wells, and if you actually want to, it's actually one of the more interesting things he does. Again, Dr. Phil, sometimes he just has his, the typical trailer trash spectacle, but other times it's kind of pseudo investigative stuff. I mean, he's still, I'm always going to be a little a little leery of some of it, but highlighting the craziness of the Church of Wells was one of his better moves, I thought, because they're fucking insane. What they love to do, this is their fucking thing. They come out to public events and berate people, and they basically provoke rednecks into attacking them, and then they act like victims. Like, they'd walk up to fucking hardcore rednecks, walk up to the woman and say, "You slut," or something like that. I'm like, you're gonna get your fucking teeth kicked in, motherfucker. What did you expect? I mean, Jesus. They revel in it. I'm like, you're lucky you don't get fucking shot. Alright. Let's go. Well, it was an important documentary, and I've also got a new book on how to prevent cults in your neighborhood and the correct dietary supplements to issue in the event of cultish activity. Oh fuck, we are getting massacred. I got distracted. Don't blame others. You need to finish what you start, James. That is the key to... Fuck off, Dr. Phil. I heard you, alright? Save your little platitudes for your show, alright? Quit trying to sell your fucking book. Oh, God, that was... He might need some Claritin. A mild decongestant. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Ay. Little laryngitis. Oh, fuck. That was just... That was ugly. Take that, you sword Pendor bitch. Dr. Phil. Turning into Conan the Barbarian. The greatest thing in life is to see family problems gently talked out of existence and to see your dietary supplements sold en masse while you open for Oprah Winfrey. I gotta remember not to sell that. Related that was interesting. Doesn't matter. We'll get back to the Dr. Phil stuff. I need more caffeine, man. Maybe take a step back from that. Shut up, Dr. Phil. It's perfectly fine. I'm not shaking violently from too much caffeine. It's not like I'm drinking Rippets or something like that. Jesus H. Christ, that's another... Whew. Hold on, let's see if we can take these guys. Dr. Phil, you feel good about this? I feel confident. I have woken up early, made love to my wife, had the correct supplements. Let's do this, James. Shit. Dr. Phil, you misled me, you son of a bitch. Positive mental outlook, James. That's what you need. Gotta get us a fucking Alright. We're hanging in there, Dr. Phil. Damn, Dr. Phil, your right hand, that's coming along, man. I gotta give you credit. Oh, I love it. Right in the head. Damn, Dr. Phil, you are a goddamn killing machine. It's like that time I got 3 sacks in one game, James. Sometimes you just get in the zone. I once got 3 hillbillies in one show to stop being alcoholic child molesters. It was amazing. One of my favorite moments is I kind of scanned some different programs. This one where this lady is like clearly a full-blown alkie, and Dr. Phil's way of addressing it is he takes a water, like what looks like a water bottle that she had backstage, and he's like, "Is this your water? Would you like a drink?" And she's just this twitchy, kind of strung out trailer trash lady. She's like, "Yes, I would like a sip." He's like, and he sniffs it. He's like, "I don't think that's water." And he holds it in front of her, and you can tell she's like longing for it. As somebody that's like borderline alcoholic, I can relate. Because, to just get on this show and deal with her crazy family, know she's going to be made a fool out of on TV. And she's like, I'm going to get a check out of this. I can, I'll just smuggle my vodka in. It'll be okay. He's holding it in front of her, kind of swishing the little bit that's there, and then he just slowly pours it out right there on stage. And he's like, "You're not getting anything now." I was like, that's cold fucking blooded, Dr. Phil. Damn. That's tough love, James. Tough love, and I gotta stop and take this call. It was good to take that phone call, James. It was kind of semi-important, so good decision. And we're captured yet again. This is and we lost even our shitty little pony. Maybe we should try another profession, Dr. Phil. I kind of wish we could just do that, like Second Life or something. Like, just let's give up on the combat arms profession, Dr. Phil. Go straight into helping people. Lame fucking horse, are you kidding me? Well, it'll heal eventually. Boy, the hits keep on coming. Alright. Damn, they took my little... Oh, they took my sword. Those motherfuckers. This will not stand. Hey, ginger bastard. Smash your skull in, James. Soul-sucking gingers. Kind of prejudiced of you, Dr. Phil. Become free. Let's go work for the Empire. Because I'm pretty sure Feared's veins, they're dwindling down. Kind of a failed state, sad to say. Like, I really... Dr. Phil... correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I mean, if you can manage to pull off starting the cult, it's a pretty good thing. I mean, this guy was nothing special. He just, he was reasonably intelligent, like the way they talked to him. He was like, he had this great intellectual mind. They acted like he was Sir Isaac Newton or splitting the atom or something. No. He's just a fucking weirdo with charisma. And he had this, I will say, he had the Bond villain eye raise. I mean, it was like something like if you were writing a Dirty Harry movie and they were gonna make like the evil hippie cult that Dirty Harry would take down, this is how you would write him. And that guy, I mean, it was just... I know I'm fixated on it, but it really was. It was just... it was something to see. Not your standard kind of fictional crap. The fact that it's real life made it all the more... And it probably, on some level, it reminded me again of my childhood with some of the religious personalities I was around. Because that's the thing, is you go to some, growing up like real ardent Baptist and Pentecostal and stuff, you go to a mixture of events. Some of them are real tame, like, the Christian musical type stuff, and you got to sing and blah, 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 and do all that shit. It's just kind of boring. Then you go to like the big tent revivals. It's like shit out of True Detective, the first season, but way more intense. Like that was such a tame. Like I watched that with my wife because she grew up like mainstream Methodist or something. She's like, wow, that's kind of weird. I'm like, that was fucking nothing. That's the most fucking vanilla, boring ass big tent revival I've ever fucking seen. I mean, damn. Motherfucker needs to be laying on hands. Think like Steve Martin in that fucking movie. I mean, that's just like baseline, But, God, thank God. Didn't click that town. I don't want that fucking noise playing. Oh, fuck. Oh, cue the music. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Come on, Simon and Garfunkel. Or no. Whoops. Oh, Christ. Is that his... Hold on. Who sings Darkness, My Old Friend? I fucking forget, man. God damn it! Stop calling me! Took your sweet time, James. I'm gonna take your bottle of vodka, pour it out in front of you, your Jim Beam or whatever. Drinking too much sometimes, and then regretting it. It's like that trope with people being werewolves and shit and lycanthropes, where they know they're gonna switch. Like, they get the little medieval horoscope thing out, and they're like, well, it's gonna be a full moon tonight. Better go chain myself to that big old oak tree or something like that. That's what I need to do to myself if I'm just going to get drunk, is just chain myself somewhere. Don't let me get near social media or my phone, because I text people shit that I shouldn't, say things I shouldn't, and just put me... what's fucked up? I was trying to read history. Like, that's one thing. I can write and do some other things when I'm under the influence a good bit, but man, like, I can't read, like, and really comprehend. I don't know. I just noticed that this last weekend. Maybe my skills are slipping, my functional alcoholic abilities, but yeah, it was bad. So I just turned on that show, that documentary, and yeah, if you're under the influence of anything, it will be enhanced. Even sober. I mean, I watched a good bit of it sober too. It was entertaining. I should make a cult mod. That would be just like and pull out all the stops. Like, not anything that's, we're not talking about the children of the atom or something like that. No. We're talking total, perversion and drugs to the hilt. That's what we're going for. A little human sacrifice and cannibalism thrown in just for, flavor. It's like that little bit of extra hot sauce or the spicy. If you go to, if you're designing a cult, it's like your Whataburger meal. You got to get the spicy ketchup, so throw in some human sacrifice with it to just round out the collection of flavors. Now we have a horse. Man, how many of these guys are there? God, Dr. Phil, we have got to work on your two-handed skills, man. Man, he must be the big boss. As a kid, it's funny how video games informed my sense of reality. There was this game. It was one of these side-scrolling, like, just kick the shit out of everybody. Kind of like Double Dragon, but it came out a few years after that. I want to say Final Fight or something like that. and it was one of the characters was like either a city councilman or some kind of elected official, and he like the bad guys take his daughter or something, and he just like he rips off his fucking suit, and he's got like this Village People suspenders and pants and a mustache, and he just goes through the fucking streets kicking the living shit out of people. I thought, as a kid, I thought, Jesus Christ, being on the city council must be the coolest fucking thing ever. You got to be a legitimate badass. Was it Final? I can't fucking remember. It'd be funny if, like, gritty 70s movies were made into video games. Like, you know, Dog Day in New York or something like that. Taxi Driver, the video game. Death Wish. Death Wish could be fun. Get the Bernhard Getz edition. Well, I mean, Mafia. That's kind of, that's Godfather. And that's another thing. Keep going. Shut the fuck up about the cult documentary. Look, you watch it, you'll understand. One of the fucking chief people was one of the producers for The Godfather. I actually expected more Hollywood nut jobs. I mean, with Scientology and everything. That's the thing. Like, Scientology was just... It was more... They were actually smarter in a lot of ways. They concealed their craziness. That's what... I haven't quite finished the show yet, but I guarantee that's going to be the downfall. Is like they were too aggressive too quickly. And then there's the whole, like, trying to poison people, possibly assassinating elected officials. And then they, in their little, again, when the egomaniacs lock horns, and it's, like high school girls bickering, and the guy just totally throws the whole fucking show under the bus just to potentially win a pissing contest with his old protege. I loved it. With his little fucking eyebrow twitch. Like Dr. Evil. Fucking FBI guys. They interviewed them. The one guy, the FBI guy's like stereotypically tight ass, especially in that area. He's like, I went on the premises and I immediately saw a couple engaged nude in sexual activity on the fence. This is, please give me address, Mr. Agent, for investigation purposes. Roderick would run the fucking... Actually, that'd be a good... Tell you what, I'll make this promise right now. If I do mod the next Elder Scrolls game, Roderick can... I could see him getting vampirism, something like that. He could, or get he'd be caught, he'd probably piss off some witch, he'd freeze. That's the thing with magic, you can fucking time travel, motherfuckers. There's ways to do it. Oh, we're so glad to see you have such a deep investment in the lore and internal consistency. It's like, I'll do what I fucking want, alright? I'll make it work. Roderick can time travel to have a sex cult, okay? I will be great prophet. I will liberate you from... Shut up, Roderick. I don't want to hear it. Well, I would need to do an investigation on this cult activity. There. He's healed. Whoa. Thundercat noise. People ask me about my soda. I do drink Diet Sunkist occasionally, but I also rotate in Diet Dr. Pepper. And, of course, Diet Coke. Now, what I want to know is what the fuck happened to Diet Cherry Coke. Because they brought in some weird shit at Walmart. They don't have Diet Cherry Coke anymore. They have these little skinny hipster cans. It says like wild cherry Coke Zero or something. And it's not the same, all right? Now, I haven't tried it, so maybe it is the same, but it just... I'm slow to embrace change, okay? And I'm skeptical, all right? This could be like the guru cultist of diet sodas, all right? So forgive me if I'm a little slow to embrace the new revolutionary ideas and level raising of consciousness in the diet soda realm. Not fooling me. Jesus Christ, if you hear that growling, it's my stomach. Fuck, I don't know what I ate. It could have been that half a bottle of Jim Beam last night. Fuck off. I don't want to hear it. Well, James, we need to talk about that. You're really getting carried away sometimes. Well, had a lot of family stuff going on. Dealing with that, Dr. Phil. And so, yes, sometimes I imbibe spirits to get through the evening on the weekend. I'm pretty good on the weekdays, though. Pretty good. Why am I going this way? Oh, I don't even know what the fuck our diplomacy is. I'm not paying attention to that shit. Oh, we're at war with Sarlian. I haven't actually aligned with the Empire yet. I need to do that. Right now, I'm just a hobo. They're probably thinking about sedating me. Hey, you, come here. Hire me. I'm still fucking laughing about that. They were just so like... Well, we couldn't control them, so we just sedated them. Says Lord Alis. Hell yes. Justin, he's got that, yeah, Justin Bieber hair going. Go to the town of Waffles. The great waffle versus pancake debate. That's one of those things I'm not passionate about. And I know I'm passionate about a lot of really inane shit. But I'm not invested in that. Oh, this guy's clearly he must be a pancake fan and he's offended. Son of a bitch. Now, Waffle House versus IHOP. Give me Waffle House any fucking day. IHOP overcharges. You gotta wait. There's no comparison. It's like, yes, there is a chance you could be stabbed or robbed when you're in Waffle House, but that is offset by the low prices and generally good service and solid food for what you pay. All right. And admittedly, my redneck lineage probably fuels that to some extent. It's like flypaper for rednecks, but I don't give a fuck, man. It's so good. Get your ass up here. Get your ass up here. You know who should have gone on Dr. Phil was the judge. I'm not even sure if I could have helped him, James. He was a sick man, and I'm not even sure if man is the term. I'm not sure if he was technically a human being, which is a literary device. Oh, fuck! Cormac McCarthy up my ass! Oh, I'm sorry, horse. Would have made for an interesting video, though. Now, see, I think if you could double team Dr. Phil and Oprah on the judge, you might have a chance. And forget even, like, trying to talk him down. I'm just talking about, like, in a straight-up fight, because I could see Oprah busting the nut. You know, I could see her, push comes to shove, you know, and it could be like WWE. You know, Stedman could come out of the fucking wings with a chair, take him down. I could fucking see that. would have some kind of fucked up spot. You get a bullet. You get a bullet. You know, have like people with Uzis waiting in the fucking wings. Yeah. Take that, fucking judge. I would kill to see Stedman come rolling in like McMahon doing that fucking walk. Oh god, we're fucked. I don't care. We're like the worst condottieri band in history. Like seriously, there's you know all these amazing mercenary companies in history. You know, from the 10,000 to the what's that British company that you know, besides the Swiss and so on. But what was the name of that? I don't know if it was the Free Company or the no, that's from the books. Or was it? Maybe it is the Free Company. I thought there was a color associated with it, and I may have forgotten, man. It's been a while, but it's in the 1400s. The British, the English, actually were kind of, you know, we associate them with the heroics of Agincourt and stuff like that, but in a lot of ways they were pretty thuggish in that period. But I forgot where I was going. Wait, James, that was a sad digression. I can hear your stomach churning. You have problems, James. You have no problem. Well, we can do this. I did watch The King, which is kind of this Shakespearean artsy-fartsy take on Henry V and Agincourt. It was entertaining. Not great, but solid. And I like what's-his-name in it. Shitfire. He was the guy in Warrior. He played like the older brother. I was rooting for the Marine guy in Warrior. They cast him as like some kind of dumb brute. Even though he really wasn't. I mean, he was actually... You could root for him, but... I was like, oh, so... Let's throw the fucking Marine under the bus. He goes back to fucking Leavenworth or wherever. And the widowed gal gets nothing. Oh, excuse me, you know... So the fucking physics teacher who didn't manage his fucking money and had a bunch of fucking extra kids... Oh, excuse me, Mr. fucking physics teacher who couldn't use contraceptives and got outside his fucking... Who lived beyond his means. Let's throw the fucking Marine widow under the fucking bus because he... I'm gonna sound like that cult lawyer just using... But I was rooting for the Marine, man. I don't give a fuck. Even watching JFK, they put Lee Harvey Oswald on there shooting. There's a little part of me that's like, slow, steady trigger squeeze. Fuck you. You're in that gun club for life, motherfuckers. You get in. For better or for worse. And there's a lot of worse. There's a whole lot of worse. Oh, how's that? You like your big... What's the snake green weenie? Wonder what that's like. How the fuck did we lose that battle? Christ, Dr. Phil. We are just... We really are. Like that... It's like the Mel Brooks Condotti Eric story. It's like the Curb Your Enthusiasm or It's Always Sunny version. Frank and Larry David, if you somehow got them together to run a fucking mercenary company. Oh, that'd be beautiful. God, it didn't even take her. Son of a bitch. No shit! Damn them with those spears. Fuck. They have like that snake strength. Jesus. We need to get Coyote Peterson to come in this fucking game. Put him in as a character. Let him just go around and get his ass kicked and stabbed by the rape demons and the cultists and everything. Ugh. I bet that Coyote Peterson guy, he's like so inured. Because here's the thing, that dude's been like stung and bitten by so much bad shit. I bet he is like, I've talked way back in one of the older videos about the Cenobites from Hellraiser. I bet he's like them now. Like, he, like, to even, like, feel anything, he's got to, like, experience extreme pain. So he's probably got, like, jumper cables hooked up to his nipples, electrocuting him and shit just to get his rocks off. I think that is what they call projection. Fuck off, Roderick. That's your shit, not mine. Alright, this is a sad fucking spectacle. Let it fucking continue. Play the Benny Hill music. This might be the worst I've ever done. I mean, I know I hadn't played in a long time, but Jesus Christ. Well, but we're making good progress in healing, James. That's the important lesson here. Getting those feelings out, like about Bigfoot. We already covered that shit, Dr. Phil. I don't want to talk about it anymore. What about the time, if we're going to examine childhood trauma, there was a time when you were tied up, and I may have told that story where my sisters, in a fit of creativity, because I was a bratty kid, they were like, oh, we're going to deal with this shit. Tied my ass up with a jump rope, bounced me on the fucking trampoline, bounced my ass off, broke my fucking nose on the bar, and then the dog got hold of the fucking jump rope and dragged me through piles of dog shit and ants and fire ants. And, oh, they laughed their fucking asses off. And frankly, now I can laugh about it. But man, at the time I was pissed. Whew. Somewhere in the cop saw me's like, oh God, I wish I could have seen that. It stayed with me. I couldn't breathe right until I had like my deviated septum fixed as an adult. Again, is it really worth it? Like, who's paying you to try to kill me? Because let me tell you, either you guys are working for the cheap, or there is somebody that is really misinformed. Because you're trying to assassinate a total washed out bum. I mean, it really is not worth. I mean, no offense, Dr. Phil, but we're at a real nadir here. Jesus, that was close. The fuck did I eat, man? Might have been this shit, like wife made this stuff, we call it Mexican gumbo. It's just rice with a bunch of different, it's like gumbo, but it's more Mexican seasoning. It's really good. And I may have put, I don't know if it was the spice level, because I'm an idiot, dude. People like, this is a little spicy. I'm like, no, lather that shit on. It's like, it might actually make napalm come out of your asshole. I don't give a fuck. It tastes good going in. It's like a challenge, too. There was this place in Okinawa, I know I've talked about this, called Coco Curries. There's one on the West Coast. When I was in San Diego, we drove up and got some Coco Curry. But you could choose the spice level. And me being a fucking idiot, and also, again, my wife like, oh, you're not going to do that. I was like, as soon as she fucking challenged, I was like, oh, stand the fuck by, challenge accepted. I ate like the level 10 shit. And when I say I ate it, I continued to put it into my mouth even though I couldn't feel anything. As tears came out of my eyes and sweat and like nausea and overwhelming, like fever, like it was like a fever dream eating that shit. But I fucking ate it, motherfucker. Ooh, and that was a negative experience on the other end of that. That's what you come to this channel for. Really, the erudition, insights of fine dining and bowel movements. That's what we bring to you in this channel. On that note, I'm going to stop for today. I got shit to do. Got started late because I had to run errands, but appreciate y'all listening. May have something different Tuesday, Thursday this week. Possibly something we've never done, but I think it's going to be good and could involve the audience. I'll let you run wild with your imagination, but it's kind of a mixture of the familiar, but different at the same time. So there's that. All right, everybody, take care. Don't join a cult if you do. Make sure you get some Rolls Royce and jewelry and sex out of it. Y'all take care now.